Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to the Card Closet for another episode. I've got a pretty bad cold today, so I'm going to try to get through this episode here without coughing too much. I apologize in advance if I'm not able to do that, but I got something in the mail which I thought was pretty special that I wanted to show you all today. Ordered this on eBay a few days ago. It got here pretty quickly. Let's open it up, make sure we're not cutting into anything here first. This is going to be the biggest reveal or opening that I've ever done. In fact, I believe this is the most expensive card that I've ever purchased. And that's why I wanted to soldier through the sickness here today and show this. While it's hot off the press, I don't want to wait another day to open it. I want to open it now. So this is going to be my Christmas gift from my wife. We've kind of gotten into a routine at Christmas time that we just allocate a certain amount of funds from our budget to each other for gifts, and she has things that she's interested in. Mine, pretty much given every year, is going to go towards cards. And this year, a card that I probably would not get under any other circumstances. So, give you a little hint. If you look at the cards next to it, these are my these are my 1914 Red Sox. This is by far, well, not by far, but close to the weakest year that I have as far as having the whole set. 1914, my preferred brand to get would be the Cracker Jacks. And they're not easy to get at a good price. They're tough. So there you have it. 1914 Cracker Jack of Tris Speaker. Like I said, I believe it's the most expensive card I've ever purchased. By way of value, I don't believe it's the most valuable that I own, but it's up there in the top 10, I bet. I have Tris Speakers, T206, T207, T205. Those are probably all more valuable than this. I think some of my early Ted Williams 1940, 1941 play balls might be more valuable than this, especially given the condition. So, really happy to get this one. It's graded authentic. I'm looking at it here for the first time with you. On the picture in eBay, it looked like it maybe had some water damage. So yeah, it's definitely got that. Wish the camera would focus on this guy. There we go. Cracker Jack made these cards in 1915 and 1916. The way you can tell this is a 14 and 15. The way you can tell it's a 14 is by that number 144 there. They made 176 different ones, different players in 1915. So if it says 176, then you know it's from 1915. Another way to tell, if you didn't know that, the 1914s, when you flip them this way, the writing on the back is the way you need it to be to read it. With a 1915 Cracker Jack, when you do that flip I just did, the text is upside down. So with a 1915, you actually have to flip it this way to read it. So yeah, it looks like it's definitely had some water damage or just a lot of age to it. You know, like I keep saying, this is exactly what I was looking for. It was an authentic. Wasn't going to be able to get this in any other way. So, Tris Speaker, great player, great Boston Red Sox. He did leave the team Went to the Indians after that. But so this is my 1914 Red Sox. Got a Bill Kerrigan, which is really hammered. It's got a little rip on the top there. Actually, a bite is probably a better way to say it. Corners are terrible. It's got a crease. But this is how I'm looking for these Cracker Jacks. And then the Joe Wood, I showed a few videos back when I received that. I'll upgrade that to a Cracker Jack someday, but it's going to be a while. So that brings me to the topic of card storage of your valuable cards. So I'm curious to know what you all do. I've got a number of cards that honestly I'm not comfortable keeping at the house. So a few years back, I got a safe deposit box. So the place I was working downtown at that time was in a high-rise building. My office was upstairs, and a bank opened on the main floor of the building. And after they were open, I went down and opened up a safe deposit box to keep my valuable cards in, which makes me feel a lot better. So I'm just curious what you all do. I think safe deposit boxes are safe, obviously. The downfall is they're not easy to access. You know, I would recommend taking pictures or videos of them before you lock them away so that you can still enjoy them through a picture. Some of the videos I make here might require me to go get cards and have them available for the video. Honestly, I don't go to a physical bank that often for any other reason. So, but that's what I do. I think safe deposit box is the way to go, especially with your more valuable pieces. And like I said, I'm really curious to hear what you all do. I know there's some of you that have shown some really high-end cards in your videos, whether they're old vintage cards or whether they're newer cards that have a lot of value. Curious to know what you do. Maybe there's something else. You know, an in-home safe, I guess, is another way to potentially do it, you know, especially to protect from fire. Those are spendy, though, compared to a gallon of gas to run to the bank, but it's more accessible. You know, you could just have it in your basement or up in the attic or wherever, and you could access them pretty easily. So pros and cons. Let me know what you think of that. Let me know what you think of Mr. Speaker here. Just to catch you up on a couple other things that came in the mail this last few days. 2 more additions to the Lakers Silver Prism team set. LaVale McGee came today, and as well did Avery Bradley. Not too familiar with either of these players. I know the names, but I don't know that they're getting a lot of playing time this year. So that's cool. I only have a LeBron and Kobe and Contavious Caldwell Pope to go. I also completed another trade a couple days ago with Woodman GB from Trading Card Database. Picked up all these 72 high numbers and near high numbers to put towards my 72 set build. I'm at 93% now. Probably my 2 favorite in the group were George Scott, just because he was on the Red Sox when I was getting my first cards in the late 70s. And Santo, I guess technically he's a Hall of Famer, so that card is pretty cool too. So I picked up those. Also in that trade, picked up an O.J. Simpson rookie card. Condition is leaves a lot to be desired. It's off-center pretty bad, top to bottom. And there's a crease that runs from his chin down to the bottom of the card. So that's unfortunate. He did warn me about it, so I knew what I was getting. And to make the trade happen, he had to throw this in because some of this I didn't feel it was quite fair without it. So it's a filler for now. O.J. Simpson, Orenthal James, rookie card, 1970, tops. Well, I think I made it. I only coughed once, and that's not too bad. I'm going to end it here before I run out of luck. So thank you again for joining me in the card closet. It's always a pleasure to get feedback, pleasure to get comments. I really live for those comments. You know, you get a little dopamine hit when you see somebody left a comment, and I really am enjoying the videos that I'm watching on your channels too. Everybody who comments on my video, I go and subscribe to their channel so I can start watching them more closely and get to know them better. And there's some really good people in the group right now that are commenting regularly, and I really appreciate that. Hopefully someday we'll get to meet in person. Well, have a great Saturday. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye.